Let's go.
Pittsburgh Steelers fans. At least Pittsburgh Steelers fans. They're still Steelers fans as of right now. It could be up in the air after this week. We don't know yet. But nah, I'm sure each and every one of us watching are Steelers fans for life. Thank you for joining us for another Wednesday night episode of the Pump Your Brakes podcast on the Steel Curtain Network, one of our many YouTube shows. We have many more audio podcast shows, wherever you get your audio podcast. Check all the shows out and check out the new Steel Curtain Network website for all your Steeler news and updates and things like that. We've been really busy this week over Steel Curtain Network between the different shows and the articles and everything. And I know you guys know that Slack channel has been pumping over there, man. It's been really busy with everybody chiming in and giving their opinions and stuff like that. So, just another Wednesday with Pump Your Brakes. We got a lot to talk about tonight. I'm your boy Tate. We got the Triple OG, my co-host Triple OG Shannon White in the building. And the homie Big-G is already saying, just stop it. Stop it already. What you stopped it about, Big-G?
All this nonsense, man. I crashed out last night. I mean, I was over there.
Hey, for people everywhere, man, tell us what crash out mean. I'm just talking to you about that.
Going postal, losing it, going all in, 10 toes down, choking the brake shoes off of somebody, beating somebody down, throwing it all in, just doing all what you need to do to make it get over with quick, fast, and hurry. So I crashed out last night, and I can't take another crash out. So I'm calmed down right now for now. Hopefully Shannon don't have my blood boiling. Hopefully, Tate, you just keep me in a good spot. But I can't afford another crash out. So, if we get some news about the Steelers while we on air, I might crash all the way out again, dog. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's just too much, man. That's why I'm saying stop it. I can't take it. I can't take it, man.
To Trip OG, Shannon White. What's up with you, Shannon?
Yeah, you was talking about the Slack channel. I had my mom out at the doctor's, and we get that notification ding every time somebody comments on Slack, and it just kept going bing, 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 bing. And I'm sitting in the doctor's office. I finally need to turn my phone off because everybody's looking at me like I'm like, hey, it's free agency. I can't help it. But it's been it's funny. The Steelers go into this with the most money I can ever remember to spend in cap space. And they asked me the other day, what did I feel? And I said, so far, the only word I could use is underwhelmed or underwhelming. It's just been, this is too similar to what we usually could do. And the fact that just the Steelers are definitely not, I got money and it's burning a hole in my pocket. Mm-hmm. They're perfectly fine to sit on it.
Yeah, they like the kid. When you're a little kid, you got that piggy bank. Omar Khan and Mr. Rooney just taking the pennies and leaving them in the bank.
Exactly.
They tripping, dog. That's what they doing. They tripping.
I think they done messed up, though. But we'll get to that.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead, Big G. Shout out to the folks in the live chat, man. Go ahead and shout out some of many as you see, man. We're gonna jump to our first break and then come back and get to talking about what's going on here in Steeler Nation, man.
Man, what's up, Joseph Donovan? Brian Mizwa, what's cracking, man? Mark Malone, Brother Man, Kevin Brokenborough, Craig Lawson, Dennis Pavlak, the quad father. He said, I had your back, G. I appreciate you, man. Corey Acton, AFL 67, Big Punishments. What's cracking, bro? Tommy Dessenberg, TD, Eric Askew, Water in the Desert. What's up with you? He said, grown up crashing out means you going to sleep. Nah, I ain't going to sleep, dog. There's going to be some other stuff going on. Andre Green, what's happening? Eric Parker, Afton Chat Journal, what's going on with you? Tommy Myers. We got a lot of people over here. Ruben Stone.
Ronald Blake, Rob Lightfoot, Craig Werlow.
Yeah, Reginald Rivers, man. Justin Benjamin, man. We got a lot of folks over here, man, early and often. I think we up to about 130 something people. I think really some of the folks just wanted to make sure I was okay. Because Shaka Steele, what's up with you? Juice Bellamy, what's up with you? Chaz H. Mark Malone said he crashing out. Lord have mercy, Mark. Hey, man, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you on the crash out. You know, let's just hold it down a little while. Let's just hold it down. And then, because we might have to crash all the way out tomorrow. Mark, wherever you at, man, I might be sending a bus ticket your way. And me and you might have to make a rendezvous over there in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Because we might have to go all in, dog. We might have to go all in.
G Wayne in the building, George Wayne. Shout out to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep, all right. Well, everybody just chime in, share us your thoughts and stuff like that. If we can get them up and talk about them, your questions and stuff, we will. First, we're going to take a quick
super chat.
Already?
Super chat. Yeah, no, I'm just saying super chatters. If we need to help you to therapy to get it off your chest, super chatters, man. Super chatters.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump to our first break so we can get back and get to talking about these Steelers, good or bad. We're going to few things we're going to talk about. I'm going to ask Shannon where I mean, it started out good. The DK Metcalf trade, I was excited, right? I mean, I was excited that day. Now tomorrow we're going to sign Justin Fields, and we're going to be ready and get some defensive players and get some offensive players during the draft, some more juice. And that's what I was thinking with the DK Metcalf trade. Then it seems like they dropped the ball, but we'll talk about it. You're watching on YouTube. We're not going anywhere. We're just going to take a quick pause. We'll be right back with you. If you listen on audio platform, wherever you listen to your audio podcast, be it Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, wherever you listen to those audio podcasts, check us out, Steel Curtain Network. Listen to us, Fans First Sports Network show. Just check them all out. Follow and subscribe to all of them. So, yeah, real quick, fellas, we're going to take this quick break. We'll come back. We're going to get into it. So just bear with us, and we'll be right back after this break. And we're back on the Pump Your Brakes Wednesday night. Your boy Tate in the building with the homie Triple OG Shannon. And the big little fella, the oxymoron, Big G in the building, trying to keep him from crashing out this week on the Pump Your Brakes podcast.
It's too late, dog. It's too late. I'm just trying to breathe.
Put your seatbelt on. Shannon, I'm going to come to you first, man. I was just talking before we went to break about the excitement that was starting to build with the trade for DK Metcalf. I thought Omar Khan and the organization did a good job getting that trade. We know how bad we needed a receiver all last year. We didn't have a true number one guy. Pickens was our number one, but he's not a true number one in mindset yet. You know what I mean? So we made the trade with DK Metcalf. I think it was good value. Give up a second-round pick. We're going to spend the first or second on the receiver anyway. Now you get an established 27-year-old receiver. $30 million a year is about the going rate for one of the best receivers in the league. And it's stretched out over 5 years. So the salary cap goes up. That $30 million to be a smaller percentage towards the salary cap. So, but after that move, Shannon, the next day we were all looking forward like kids at Christmas, right? What we going to get tomorrow? We didn't get nothing, man. Shannon, tell me about what went wrong, man. What went wrong?
Yeah, I was kind of saying the other day on the Hangover podcast, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Do you want to, I said you either got to build your roster or you find your franchise quarterback. So they're building the roster. So I'm like you. I thought DK Metcalf, great acquisition. You're getting a proven Pro Bowl level, one of the most explosive receivers in the NFL for a second round. You sign him to 5 years. He's going to grow as part of this rebuild. I was excited. I said, man, Monday we're going to hit it. I mean, you're going to see, one of the top defensive linemen, a top cornerback. But I thought that, they have to sign Fields, right? They have to, because there's nobody else out there because after Fields went to New York, he was the only guy that was more than just a 1 or 2 year bridge. He could develop and be something, and if not, then you could reapproach it next year. But that made too much common sense. So he goes to New York to be with Garrett Wilson, his buddy, and he felt, still some hard feelings, I think, with the way he was done. So then he started talking about Sam Darnold. I said, that makes no sense. I didn't think it did, and especially with the cost. But he still, it got worse. Anybody that they would have considered or we thought might be a good opportunity to add, they already went somewhere. People's even, taking care of their backup situation. And the Steelers are sitting there with nobody. So now we're talking about Aaron Rodgers, who's 41, 42 soon. We're talking about Russell Wilson again. And I think if you get to that point, keep your money and just, play somebody, because Tomlin will get 9 to 10 wins out of a ghost back there. I mean, it don't matter who it is. They'll figure out some way because we're going to keep that mediocrity alive. But build this roster. But what's really upset me is they've let a lot of the top guys come off the board, and they've done nothing. They've signed some, like Slay's old, but can you get 1 year out of him? And they signed him for 1 year. Eccles is slot guy, can play some outside, a good gunner on special teams. So I don't know how much that's going to be, but that's still a mediocre signing, basically. Let's just say what it is. And they've really not done anything else. So I don't know. Everybody that's left the Steelers that was a Steeler free agent got picked up really quick. And I'm okay with that because it's not saying they were bad players. The Steelers need to clean house. I'm not saying they were bad players, but they were bad fits for Pittsburgh. So I think they've been able to do that, and they've cleaned house. But now they're going to have to spend money because they don't have enough draft picks to fill all the holes.
So Big G, we got a $5 super chat from the homie S Dreads, and go ahead and read it. We'll address that, and I'll give my thoughts real quick. Then we'll come to you to share your thoughts with us.
S Dresden, thank you for the 5. It says the Steelers died when Dan Rooney passed. Absolutely bumbling $SHI show now, and it looks to be so. So for a long time to come. Man, that's Dresden. I can't crash out with you tonight, dog. I just can't. Shannon was talking, and I felt like crashing out right then and there when he said what he said. But Tate, I'm gonna let you go, man, because I'm already at a 7, dog. I'm already at a 7. And I'm about to crash out.
So to S Dresden's comment. It has progressively gone down a little bit since, obviously Art II is not the owner that Dan Rooney was from a football standpoint. That's not even close, not even a question. I think, Big G, you've talked about Shannon also the last few years of Big Ben and Kevin Colbert both. We kind of fell off then. I was listening to Stephen A. Smith's show today, First Tate. They were talking about, is there faith in Mike Tomlin? No, there's no faith in Mike Tomlin. But right now, Mike Tomlin is his own worst enemy because of what Shannon said. Mike Tomlin can win 9-10 games with a ghost back there. You know what I mean? When he had prime Big Ben, that's when they was going to Super Bowls, AFC championships, and everything else. So we got to consider the history over the last 10 years, how things have progressed. And that can go back to when Dan Rooney passed away. I'm not sure, don't quite remember the exact year, but it's a correlation there between all of it. My feeling as far as the quarterback situation goes, I think they fumbled the ball with Justin Fields, man. I was saying, I think we collectively kind of agreed, like you can't come in and try and lowball a quarterback. Like I said before, the 2 lowest paid starting quarterbacks last year were, to start the year, Sam Darnold, $10 million a year. That's because J.J. McCarthy got hurt. He was a backup starting. $10 million a year. He parlayed that into a 3-year, $100 million contract with Seattle after last season. He had a great season. Bad last couple games. I think that's still who he may be, which is why I'm glad, like Shannon said, I didn't want him for the Steelers. The next highest paid quarterback was Gardner Minshew at $12.5 million. You know, he was playing for the Raiders, and then they ended up going with O'Connell and some other guys. So he wasn't the guy. So now the Steelers come in and want to pay Justin Fields $15 million. I mean, his potential alone is worth more than that. I said previous weeks ago, it'll probably take 2 years, $40 million to get it done. And I think the Steelers were coming in at 2 years, $30 million with $20 million guaranteed. And the Jets came in with 2 years, $40 million, $30 million guaranteed. I would have did that. I mean, because now whoever you get, Aaron Rodgers, maybe Russ take $20 million. Aaron Rodgers, we already said backstage, he wants 45 a year, 90 over 2 years. So whoever you get right now, you're going to probably pay more than you would have paid for Justin Fields, and they're not going to have near the potential upside. We don't know what Justin Fields, what he did, but we know he would have had the near potential upside to be something potentially in the future. And if not, you're going to be in the same situation you're going to be after you hire one of these old guys. You'll be looking for a quarterback in 2 years. You could have done that with Justin Fields, and after getting DK Metcalf, which is going to be Pittsburgh Steelers, A.J. Brown, we could have got Justin Fields and had our Jalen Hurts, drafted running back in the draft, got some explosiveness, and we could have been headed in a better direction as of right now. So that's my thought. They tried to lowball him. They didn't give him the offer. Steelers sometimes, like Shannon said, goes back to sticking them pennies in the bank, not spending the money. If you remember last week, going out, I played a graphic like Steelers. This is what you got to do. And I had a graphic with they making it rain for free agents. That's what you need to do sometimes, especially for your guy. Your guy? Some of these other tertiary guys, these fringe guys, you barter them and I could do without him. You're going to pay him that much, But your guy that you identify, you go get him. So that's where I'm at. Big G, read the super chat and then go ahead and go with your take on that.
Still a lead, man. Hearing some buzz about Shedeur falling to 21. If he's at 21, do you snatch him up? Hell yeah, I'll snatch him up. What is you talking about? I don't even wait. But we'll get to that here in a minute. Let me tell y'all something, man. I know I got actual factual information, right? The offer was the same. The offer was 2 years, $40 million. You know what the BS was? The BS that when his agent called and talked to the Steelers brass, they wouldn't guarantee him being the starting quarterback. And they told him they was going to bring in competition. Well, where the hell is the competition that you said you was going to bring in? That's the deal. And if I'm Justin, I'm walking all day and night for that. You ain't going to guarantee me the job? What? And you going to give somebody else the job? And the money's the same? Man, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. And the Jets guaranteed $30 million of the $40 million. That paid a part in it too.
That's the difference. I don't think it's about starting or not. I mean, I think Justin Fields will feel confident in winning the starting job. He came when Russell Wilson was here. And, when Kenny Pickett left, Justin Fields decided to still come to the Steelers and Russell Wilson was here. I think it was the Steelers, trust me, started out at 2 years, $30 million, 20 guaranteed. Now, it could have went up. I don't know what you're talking about. But if it did go up, they weren't guaranteeing 30 like the Steelers, like the Jets were. I mean, the Steelers weren't guaranteeing 30.
Agreed, but it had something to do with the fact that they told that boy they was going to bring in competition. I'm telling
you.
Fine. I heard the same thing, so I do believe it's authentic. And just to mention, when we were talking, I said it'd take $20 million to sign him. Remember?
Yep.
And I was right on the money, but I couldn't believe the Steelers didn't. But I believe it's because they didn't give him pole position for sure, and they screwed up.
Yep. I'm going to read the super chat from S. Dresden. S, man, thanks for the 5, bro. I'm on some Mark Madden time. Khan is not a football guy. He's a bean counter and a yes man. I don't know about that. That's not fair, bro. Because Khan had to fix – if you think that about Omar Khan, you better back up and look at what the hell Kevin Colbert was talking about because he was showing enough horrible. Shannon, I sent you the graphic. You wouldn't take the graphic. Look how many of them first-round picks that he did that ain't even on the squad no more. Hell, half of them ain't even in the league no more. That dog, come on, dog. Condon had to clean up a lot of mess. Now, is Tomlin responsible for some of that? You better believe it. You better believe
even the first round picks that are still around, Jones, they playing out of position.
Facts.
That ain't Con. And
no, that is Con. Jones is Con.
No, I mean, Con isn't the one playing him out of position.
Oh, yeah, correct. Facts. That's
and
Tomlin.
then you've got Furtado, and then Con's fault he got hurt.
Yeah,
now,
that's
you
facts.
can say that they knew he had knee problems before they drafted him, because that was true. But, if he comes back and he has a good career, it's water under the bridge. But the last 6-7 drafts, the first round picks have been cursed.
Yeah, sort of. We got one more super chat from S. Dredgen. Wait a minute, where'd the other chat go? I missed it.
That's
the new one. That's the new one.
Okay, what's the old one? There was another one. There was two of them.
We read it already. Read that one.
Okay, the new one is, the BS is Mike Tomlin. I told you Justin was not going to play any more games with Tomlin. Listen, I don't necessarily disagree with that. I think listen, I've never said it publicly before. Tomlin's got not in the starting the show because, see, there's too much gap. There's too much gap from when Kevin Colbert left and left us with a mess, and now here we are. There's too much gap, right? So if you're going to fix the problem, you got to deal with what's going on. Tomlin's at the heart of some of this. So I'm not the guy that's going to be like, well, no, it's no. You created this mess. Matter of fact, you created a damn mess when you played Russie and Justin last year. You should have extended Justin, and you never should have put Russie's ass in the game. Never. And it's coming back and biting you. It's coming back and biting you in your behind.
I'll go back to that and agree with that. But
so he's part of the problem. He's part of the problem.
Yeah, he's definitely part of the problem. He's a head coach, but I mean, he's winning with a team that's not as good as us Steelers fans think they are.
That's fact.
He's getting more out of less. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But we ain't got to be like that. I mean, and that's where the frustration is with most Steelers fans. Why are we doing listen, I'm going to be honest. At this point, blow it up. I don't want no old Aaron Rodgers. No. I don't want no old Russell Wilson. That's going to set us back even more. Blow it up. Blow it up. And let's start from scratch.
We're going to talk about the QB plan moving forward and what we think individually should be done. So let's take one more quick break real quick and come back and get into what to fix now with the quarterbacks. Then we're going to, after we talk about the quarterback, because we talked about how they messed up with Fields and the current quarterback situation. Now we're going to talk about, as we see, potential fixes to the situation, last-minute fixes. This is like running around trying to study for a test at 3 a.m. and the test is at 8 o'clock in the morning.
And Tate ain't been to class all year. Skipped the whole semester. Ain't showed up to class day one and trying to get the cliff notes. Stop that.
So we got some studying to do. But what we're going to do is take a quick break. You're watching on YouTube, you know how it goes down. Our audio listeners, we're going to take a quick pause for the calls. The calls is to pay some bills for Steel Curtain Network and Fans First Sports Network. Stay with us, and we'll be right back after this. And we're back on the Steel Curtain Network's Pump Your Break podcast. I'm your boy Tate with the Triple OG, homie Shannon White, Mr. Algorithm himself. We need to get them algorithms up, Big G. That's the fact, Jack. Get those algorithms up. And Big G. So, fellas, Big G, I'm going to come to you first now. Mm-hmm. Don't be taking 5-6 different ideas. Give us your one plan right now, your one plan, because me and Shannon got plans too, and you can't say all of them. Give us your one plan on what you would do as of right now if you in the mind of Omar Khan, right? If you a Khan brain, if you Khan's brain putting something together, What do you do with the quarterback situation as of right now, Big G?
Let me read the super chat first from S. Dresden.
Go ahead.
Man,
As Dresden dropping the bread in the building. Good looking out there, Dresden.
He crashing out.
Right, Shannon.
He crashing out. So I get it. S. Dresden said that Tomlin gets more for less narrative is nonsense. Everyone on the roster and the staff are Tomlin's calls. He's just as much as the GM as the actual defensive coordinator. That's not facts, bro. I mean, I roll with you a lot, Dresden, but Tomlin ain't the only factor in this. This got to do with Mr. Rooney. This got to do with Andy Waddle, Omar Khan. There's a lot of stuff going on right there. He's
been to all the playoff losses we take, and the defenses look bad. And they start out slow, but he's taking teams to the playoffs. Watch Big Ben, Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, Mason Rudolph, and Russ going downhill, trying to get us out the playoffs this year. They've been to the playoffs. So they haven't identified what we're talking about right now. They haven't identified a franchise quarterback to latch their saddle to hitch their wagon to move forward. And that's what we need to try and do. But Big G, give us your quarterback plan, man. One quarterback plan. Okay, I'm glad it's only one.
To me, there's only one thing that can fix it. Right now, there's only one thing that can fix it. Draft a quarterback in the first freaking round. To me, that's the only way to fix it.
So that goes back to if Shedeur Sanders drops.
Listen, bro, I'm not even talking about somebody dropping. You at the point of no return right now, dog. We're the only team in the NFL that has one quarterback on their roster. We don't have a starter. We don't. But
Big G,
they got a starter.
But Big G, if it's not the right guy, you do the same thing you did with Kenny Pickett. You drafting a quarterback, same pick at 21. He's not the guy, and you're in the same place in 2 more years.
I promise you that Jackson Dart, Shedeur Sanders, and Cam Ward can run circles around Kenny Pickett. I promise you they can.
I don't doubt that. Will all those be available? And if one of them are available, you just take them at 21.
Well, what you do is you done already gave up the ghost. You done already flipped your second round pick into DK Metcalf. You might as well do what you got to do. You got to go get you your quarterback. All this talk with people, we're going to wait till 2026. You don't know what the hell's going to happen in 2026. We know what's the potential thing that could happen with some of these kids coming out. Arch talking about he ain't coming out. All the Steelers fans, I want Arch. Arch might not come out, and we're going to have to go all the way to number 1 to get him anyway. So why play around with this? There are guys that you could say, okay, we're going to build the roster around moving forward and drafting them this year. You got to go all in and get your dude. You got to do it. The Steelers have traditionally just waited for somebody to fall to them. That doesn't work. You got to be aggressive and go get your freaking quarterback. And then we could go from there. But right now, he's going to fall. He's going to, man, you don't know what's going to happen. We can seem like what's going to happen. But if you need the quarterback, you go get the quarterback. You don't wait for nobody to do nothing. You go do what you got to do. Well,
don't you think it's too many holes to fill just to jump out there? Well, look, read the super chat. We got another one already from S. Dresden again too. Read this one. I'll go ahead and read it from Daddy Lil John. Russ is not playing for the Steelers this season. It's either the Browns or the Giants. Dan Moore Jr. got paid, and Najee got $9 million. Steelers got to stop being cheap. Dan Moore, we've all called him dumpster juice for the past 2 seasons. Horrible. Teams are that left tackle hungry that they'll jump out there and give him $17 million a year. Good for them. Good for the Steelers because that's going to be a third round compensatory pick in the 2026 draft, which gives us extra ammunition to go up and try and get a quarterback. Najee didn't get $9 million. Najee got $5.25 million. It can be $9 million if he hits a lot of incentives. So there's talk that the Chargers might give Nick Chubb a chance too. He'll be sharing a backfield with Nick Chubb. So those incentives might not get met if that happens because they're going to split carries quite a bit if Nick Chubb comes back healthy. Steelers can be cheap. They did go out and get DK. Go ahead, Big G. Read S. Dresden comment.
Shannon, you read it. Go ahead, read it because me and S. Dresden going to fall out with this next one. Go ahead, Shannon.
Okay. Thank you, S for 5. Said I would move for Dart. Art Chisholm coming out after one season as a starter.
That's facts. That's Dresden.
Yeah,
that's facts. And we got one more from Steeler Girl. We got Steeler Girl for $4.99. There she go.
Well, I swear.
Yeah. Steeler Girl said, I feel like this franchise is like Friday. Cereal, no milk. 2 franchise quarterback, no wide receiver. 2 wide receivers, no quarterback. That's facts. That's facts. We sit around like Craig.
Hey, we got another one.
We sit around like Craig. What he said?
Big facts.
Lady Little John said, I love the additions of Slay and Gainwell.
Hold on real quick.
That's the fact, Jack.
That's for Steeler Girl. Now go ahead and read Danny Littlejohn's comment again. I'm sorry.
He said, I love the addition of Slay and Gainwell.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Gainwell,
no, I mean,
no, man. Gainwell's Warren. They're the same guy.
But
I don't agree with that.
Gainwell's brought in to be a number 3. He's going to be a number 3. And Gainwell can return kicks, which saves Warren, because Warren will be 1A. They're going to draft 1B, or Jalen could fall back to 1A. So he's not being counted on to be a split running back where he's going to share carries. He's going to be a piece.
I think he'll get a lot more playing time than you realize. Gainwell is very quick. He's very shifty. He's going to be really good on them outside zone runs.
Yeah.
Out of the backfield. And this allows the Steelers in a middle round to get them a running back, maybe a young power guy. So I think they're really focusing on the skill position, bringing in more weapons.
Yeah, I agree.
Darius Slay done, but
Darius Slay is not done. He had a good year last year. They signed up for 1 year, and I think the signing of Darius Slay means that they're high on Corey Trice. They believe in Corey Trice. They had to bring a guy in that can kind of be a leader of the room still and give him experience, Super Bowl winning experience, playoff experience. Talk to him about that, and they believe in Trice if he can stay healthy. So I like that. I like that addition. Another super chat from the homie Juice Bellamy in the building.
My bad, Tate. That was me. My bad. Juice Bellamy for the deal 99. Steelers hosting DJ Givens. That is a fact. That was confirmed.
They are.
Today. That was confirmed today. And DJ Givens is a kid you might be able to get in the 4th round at a running back position. That is a fact. They did host him today. He's not a second round running back, but he's maybe a 3rd or 4th. I don't even
mess around with running back now late. I'm 3rd round running back at the latest. Get my D-tack one in the 1st round. They got a corner. They believe in Trice. They got a wide receiver. That's not as pressing now, especially if they keep Pickens. I mean, you need to get defensive tackle, probably get 2 out the draft. I mean, even if you trade Pickens or you trade back in the 1st and get you a late 1st and maybe you get another 3rd in there, but you get a running back in the first 3 rounds. Get your guy. We just said get your guy.
Yeah. Shannon S. President again.
Go ahead. Read it, Shannon.
He said, can we petition Top Dog Low, get at Art for malpractice? Bite him obnoxiously.
Yeah, he wants Art. That's Dresden over there crashing out, dog. He's at everybody. He's at the Roonies. He's at everybody. I
think you missed that one.
Yeah, we did.
That's facts, Juice Bellamy. It's the same guy. It's the same guy.
It's not the same guy. Pat Pete was at a further decline than Slay. Slay played well last year, especially in the playoffs. He didn't have big numbers. He had like 13 pass breakups in the season. He got 2 interceptions in the playoffs, and he tutored and mentored they 2 corner draft picks. The kid from Iowa and the kid from Alabama.
Okay.
Who they're expected to take over this next year. So he's there for that. He's going to play. He's going to help Porter Jr. He's going to help Trice. He's going to help Benny Bishop. He's going to help the room. You get another leader back there with Minka and Deshaun Elliott in the secondary. And I think it's a good pickup for 1 year. Don't know what the cost is. I think it's 1 year, $10 million.
$10 million.
Well, you was gonna give Dante Jackson $10 million. He better than Dante Jackson.
Here's my concern. He's played with the Eagles in an aggressive defense, an aggressive secondary, and a pass rush that can get pressure with 4 guys. He's going to come to Pittsburgh, and that is not true. If we're not aggressive in the secondary, we can't get pass rush with 4 guys, and now he might be exposed if he's lost a step. That's my concern with Slay.
That's a valid concern, but we looking out. We don't know. I mean, if the Steelers get a defensive tackle and they create some pass rush, TJ comes back and wants to move around. You know, they use Minka as a chess piece all around the board, not just leaving them back. Looks like moving TJ around helps the defense. The schematics of it has to be different, and we'll see better results, and that could benefit Slay. I mean, ideally, I think they want to get to. Go ahead.
Is Tomlin going to change the schematics?
Well, we won't know. I think making the big trade for DK Metcalf, I think that's showing some type of
but that's
change early on.
I'm talking about Slay. I mean, he's so conservative in every aspect on both sides of the ball. He's so conservative. I don't see him changing. Yeah,
I don't disagree that he's so conservative, but sometimes at this point I'm giving the man credit to be smart enough to get out of his own way. You know what I mean? Mike Tomlin not no dummy. He might be conservative at heart, which he has been for the past 18 years. But at some point, he has to see the transition of what the NFL is turning into and going into, has to join the party. You know what I mean? Shout out to my cousin Tate in the building supporting us. Thanks, cuz. Holla at you. But yeah, so
well, to get back on schedule,
we'll see.
When do you want me to say what I think the quarterback plan should be?
Go ahead. That's Dresden crashing out still. Go ahead, read his comment real quick.
He said, question for Big G. What do you think of Nico Lamavara? That's a kid that's going to be a top 5 or 6 draft pick in the next year's NFL draft. He's going to be one of them top 3 or 4 quarterbacks. So we ain't going to get him. It's either you trade up now or you trade up later on. We ain't going to get him.
Well, you're not gonna get Cam Ward this year because you're not gonna trade up number 1. Shannon, go ahead with your QB thoughts.
Well, if my options are Rodgers, and I hear everybody say Rodgers can still sling it, which he can, and you've got Pickens. I think you should keep him now. Keep Metcalf. Try to pick up Kupp if you can work something out there. Have Roman Wilson and Austin. You got you some good receivers. Draft you another running back. I think you'll have a good committee of running backs. The offensive line's got to step up, but hopefully this is the year with some health. And but if I just think Rodgers is not the right fit. He cannot handle. He couldn't handle Garrett Wilson, and Garrett Wilson is renowned for being a good kid. Give him Pickens and give him Metcalf. Pickens will go goofy, and Metcalf might kill him. I'm just telling you, he's not pushing Metcalf around and blaming him and acting like he's an idiot. So I say, if Rodgers, no, I don't want him. Russell Wilson, I don't want him. You are what you are now. So try to trade for somebody who has a quality backup that has maybe some potential. Like I say, Tyson Bagent from the Bears. You can look at Malik Willis from the Vikings, who filled in really good for Love when he was down. And I think he won 2 or 3 games for the Vikings. Not the Vikings, Green Bay. There is some guys that, might be out there. I've heard Mason Rudolph mentioned. I don't know why Rudolph would ever want to come back to Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. But, he's not a starter. He's a backup. Mm-hmm. Draft you a guy in the middle rounds like a Brady Cook, a Tyler Shucks, somebody, just throw him out there if necessary, because you should have a better skill position, guys. And worry about trying to find your next franchise guy next year. Because like Big G, we don't know who's going to come out. There's going to be guys come out this college season. It's going to burst on the scene, and then everybody's going to love them. Arch might go back next year. We don't know. You got to live in the moment. But you also got to have an eye on the future. So worry about finding the franchise guy next year and put out the best team you can this year. but don't mortgage the future for the present.
I agree with Shannon. I mean, my problem with Aaron Rodgers right now, he doing what Aaron Rodgers does already. He already got his held hostage. He ain't even signed yet.
Exactly.
We already held hostage, waiting to see what he gonna do.
Facts.
You know what I
Get
mean?
him out of here.
So I don't want no part of it. I don't even, condone waiting to see what he got to say. I don't want Russ, but I'm more apt to go ahead and sign Russ than wait on Aaron Rodgers. And everything Shannon said, Badger, I like him. I mean, I think he comes in as a potential backup that could compete for the starting job. But I like Malik Willis also, and I like Joe Milton. I mean, get some guys on a rookie contract, let them compete, and then if none of those guys work out, you're still in the same position that you would have been going into the next year after paying Rodgers. Once you didn't pay Justin Fields, why pay any of these other high-priced guys that are over the hill $35-40 million? You should have signed Justin Fields for 2 years, $40 million.
Why you think I'm I'm crashing out? Because they on some BS. What we gonna do with a 42-year-old? Stop it, man! I'm about to lose it. Juice Bellamy, $1.99. He said, "Minute A-Rod acts crazy. DK, TJ, and Cam, they gonna bust him up. They gonna bust him, and he gonna be all standing at the podium with a big swole up eye and lip gonna be dribbling a little bit because they gonna tear him up in the locker room. He's a crash out king. What do we need a crash out king playing quarterback for? No.
They go send him to his dark cave to go.
They're gonna do more than that. They're gonna send him in there blind in the dark cave after they bust him 2 eyes.
Now I do want to say there's been rumors about Steelers potentially trade. We heard Dak Prescott. We've heard the kid right there, Kyler Murray. I mean, if you're gonna get your guy, get your guy. I mean, I'd rather pay Kyler Murray his $50 million a year he getting and work that in somehow than pay Aaron Rodgers $45 million or $40 million. Because at least you got a guy that.
I hear you, Tate, but I got a question. To get Kyler Murray, you're gonna have to give up draft capital. To get Dak Prescott, you're gonna have to get up a whole lot of draft capital. Why not?
I'll take Kyler Murray before I take.
You still gonna give up a
Dak
first.
Prescott.
You're gonna give up a first to get Kyler Murray. You're gonna give it up. To get Dak Prescott, you're gonna give up a first and some future. You're gonna give it up. So if you're gonna do all that, why not go all in and get the quarterback now? Why not? I'm telling y'all, people is talking. The national media done spun to make it seem like Cam Moore, Shador, and Jackson Dart ain't no good. These dudes are good. So let's go get him now. There's a quarterback sitting right there. Let's go get him right now. Let's stop messing around with it. Go get him. Go get him. The future's not guaranteed for nothing.
You're right. I don't disagree with that strategy, but I'm saying if it turns out they traded for a quarterback, I wouldn't be mad at putting Kyler Murray with the weapons that he have on the outside, the running game to have, offensive line develops, and you got your guy locked in at a price. I wouldn't be mad. Once you know the price, you know what you can do. Let's read the last 2 super chats that's been up there.
And we got to go back to the one. I got you. Hold on. Well, go ahead and read this one. Go ahead. Y'all read this one. And I'll go back to the other one.
It's Dresden for $2 said Rodgers is not going to sign with the Steelers.
I agree.
And we okay with that. We okay with that too.
Yeah, I am.
He going to the Vikings or the Giants. We got Charlie Y, man. Charlie, man, thank you for the super chat. I've never seen you do a super chat before, so we appreciate it. Charlie Y for the 5, you said, watching Tomlin now reminds me of watching Noah when the game passed him by. Tomlin's out of touch and afraid with every situation that comes in. That's facts. I don't this is one of the first times I'm telling y'all Tomlin, you got something coming, buddy.
That's partial facts. He do. Chuck Noll won his 4th Super Bowl. Then from that time until he left, he went to had 4 playoff seasons, had like 5 or 6 losers. This was during the 80s, 5 or 6 losing seasons. You know what I mean? They made it to an AFC Championship against, I believe, Dan Marino.
Yep.
In like 84, I believe.
Facts.
And so that was as good as he got. I mean, we can say the same thing about Tom. It's been 10 years since he's done anything. but he hasn't had those losing same season. So similar, but not exactly the same.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm just saying, fellas, if we're gonna pay for that, let's just go get the youngster. He's on a rookie deal. Get the youngster. He's on a rookie deal. Go get him.
I think I wouldn't be mad at all if Jackson Dart or Shedeur Sanders was there and they took a quarterback in the first round.
Yeah.
I
And
wouldn't
I'm
be
not
mad at all.
I want the Steelers to either trade up to go get the quarterback or trade backwards. To 21, get up off that 21, get down to 28, 29, 30, pick up some extra picks, and let's do it like that. Either you go get him or you go backwards. Sitting at 21 is not going to resolve anything. Nothing.
Well, and
I'd rather if they could, I'd rather they trade back to late in the first round, depending on what kind of picks they can pick up, get a second round pick back, and then late in the first round take a Jackson Dart or something.
There you go.
I mean, I would rather do that than pick at 21 or try to move up and give up even more draft capital in a questionable draft for quarterbacks.
Yeah, I wouldn't move up. I'm suggesting that Shedeur Sanders, as he is right now, or Jackson Dart can be there at 21. And you have your choice between the two. I don't want to move up. And if those guys are there at 21, why would I move back? I just choose between those two guys and get my guy. But if no quarterback is available, then I agree with you, Shannon. I move back, not even thinking about quarterback, move back just to get another second round pick. So now I can get maybe 2 defensive linemen in the first 3 rounds.
There you go.
Along with a running back.
Tate, I'm with that. I'm with that 100%, bro. But I'm just saying, trying to get these recycled, washed, old as Methuselah quarterbacks, get them up out of here. Get them up out of here,
at this point, before, and y'all might disagree with me, but for what we have on the outside now, assuming it's both those guys you see pictured, Metcalf and Pickens, at this point, for the money, give me Jameis Winston.
No, hell no. Hell no.
Give me Jameis.
I'm about to crash out, dog. I'm about to crash out, dog. Tate, man, don't do that to me, dog.
Over Rodgers and Russ. Yeah, Jameis, but Tomlin, hey, I'm saying he's throwing the ball for 5,000 yards. When he had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, he threw a lot of turnovers. He got to get his vision checked. He got to wear them.
See, the big fine. I'm going to read this super chat while we get the fine tape out. G-Stacks, first of all, man. G-Stacks, Tomlin just needs a quarterback. Stop it. I don't know about that, G-Stacks. I don't know about that. I don't know about it.
Oh, he do. He got a franchise quarterback since prime being. It makes sense.
I understand.
Look at all the quarterbacks winning right now. Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. I mean, we just gave up our Jalen Hurts, and I said draft Jalen Hurts in 2020 whenever he came out. I mean, the Steelers have been making bad decisions, the quarterback decision, ever since Big Ben retired. Ever since they extended Big Ben that last year when they tried to lowball him, but he took it. No pause, no Diddy. He tried to lowball him, but he took it.
I'm about to get you. Yeah, no Diddy, no doubt. But like I said, I got a piece coming out to show you how jacked up it was when we missed Lamar Jackson and we missed Jalen Hurts and we drafted Baby Hands Pickens and all. Get that Pickens, get that out of here. But the issue is you can't keep putting a Band-Aid on a dam that's falling apart. You either got to get the guy. All right, Claude, thank you. Man, you know what? Claude, something is in the water, bro. Because me and you've been agreeing entirely too much.
That's not Claude. Claude's been hacked. His account's been hacked.
No, Claude, thank you for the 5. He said it boils down to the Steelers being cheap with the quarterback situation once again. Claude, that is big facts, dog. Claude, what's going on, bro? What's really going on? Are we coming together because we don't want either one of us to crash out and lose our minds? Is that what's going on? Because, bro, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it.
No, I don't. Claude is right. Claude is right. Like a broke clock 2 times a day.
Well, he might be right again right here because Claude done put another 5 in there. Claude said, we thank you, Claude. He said, do you guys agree that Dan Moore has the best free agent in NFL history and Winston and Mason until 2025? So, Claude, the back half, you can lose me with Jameis Winston. Get that out of here. And Mason
He
Rudolph.
can't lose me with that. You seen some of them 400 some yard games Jameis had left. We need somebody to pull the trigger with the weapons. If the O-line come together, he'd be better than Russ because Russ can't see the middle of the field. And Tomlin got to get off that conservatism and go ahead and turn these boys loose. And Jameis turned loose. It could be an experiment, but you count on your defense to get the ball back and put some points up on the board.
Hey, Tate.
Yes,
do you hate Tomlin?
I don't hate him. No, I like Tomlin a lot.
Because if you give him Winston, Tomlin's going to stroke out on the sidelines.
No, Shannon, he ain't going to stroke out. He's going
to throw 4 touchdowns.
He's going to crash out.
Interceptions.
No, Tomlin, listen, Tomlin will choke Jameis Winston at the middle of the field. Tomlin will come out there and put his hands on that dude. Right. He's going to crash all the way out.
It's just an idea. It's just the first still available free agent that came to me that I know is a passer that can use those weapons on the outside. And I agree with Shannon. At this point, I'll bring in Cooper Kupp if I get him for a good $8 million deal. That's what the Ravens did. They got D-Hop for $8 million. Why not go ahead as a third receiver?
Can you imagine that receiver corps?
But if they do that, go get the puppy. Make it easy for the puppy. Get the puppy
I don't disagree.
And get the puppy in the building and let Jackson Dart run with that. Jackson Dart gonna look real good. If he running with Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf, and George Pickens, Jackson Dart gonna look real good. He gonna look real good. So
I don't disagree. I mean, rip the Band-Aid off now. I don't disagree.
Yeah, rip it. Stop playing with it.
As Dresden for the five again. How many Super Bowls did Tomlin win with Roethlisberger and no other Cowher era players on the roster?
That's not even a fair assessment. He played in 2 Super Bowls, but you got to remember, Cowher built the roster up enough to where it had a 10-year run in it, right? And then if you're going to crash out on Mike Tomlin, you better crash out on Kevin Colbert. You better crash all the way out on him because his drafting was big trash down the end. He was horrible.
And Cowher didn't win the Super Bowl until he had Roethlisberger. So Cowher had a potential franchise quarterback, and Tomlin had a franchise quarterback. And last time we had a franchise quarterback is when we won Super Bowls.
Facts.
That's the correlation to me right there. I mean, Tomlin's been winning with all kind of players. Bill Cowher, two of his last 3 or 4 seasons, he lost with the same players he had that Tomlin took to the Super Bowl too. So yeah. There's always that transition to when a new coach comes and you have some of the old coaches' players. That's unavoidable. That's just the way things work. Cowher was a great coach. Tom's a great coach. You know what I mean? So I won't go there. But the thing is, they both won their Super Bowls with an all-time franchise quarterback. There you go. So fellas, you guys want to look ahead real quick? We got about 8 minutes left. We took all our breaks that was necessary. So you guys can look ahead real quick and say what you like to see with this little bit of money that's left, and maybe give us your top 2 draft picks as it stands right now, your first and third pick with what you want to see happen in free agency. We let Javon Hargrave sign back with San Francisco. You know, I mean, I probably honestly you gonna talk about me for this one too. You ain't Shannon. Tomlin gonna have a heart attack and Big-G say he's gonna kill one of the quarterbacks. I done took Daniel Jones over these guys that's left too.
Oh Lord, stop! Oh my God, I'm about to crash out on that one, bro. Stop that, man! Stop it. Chat, look, we got 2 more super chats, man. Jay's upper teeth for the $2. I'll pull the rest of my teeth out if Jameis comes. That's facts. I'm out of here, dog. I'm all the way out with you, bro. I'm all the way out. I'm all the way out if he comes out to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shannon, read this super chat, bro.
S. Dresden for 5 says, Dart throwing deep to DK and Pickens would be crazy. He led the NCAA in yards per pass, which is true.
That is facts.
He likes to get the ball down the field, yes.
That is facts. And then we got one more. We got Kobe One Kenobi for the 5, bro. I ain't seen you in a minute. What's up, Kobe One Kenobi?
I love the name. That's great. Yeah.
Man, me too. I love that name. It says, Steelers love old players too much. The Pittsburgh 76ers. We need youth and we need to save money. Why spend bread on a fossil? That is big facts.
Yep.
Big facts.
Hey, this to Kobe One Kenobi. And that's dredging the last two comments.
That's the fact, Jack. That's the fact, Jack.
Yeah,
Big facts.
big facts. Ain't nobody.
Hargrave went to Minnesota.
Yeah,
He didn't
Wait.
go.
Who?
Hargrave went to Minnesota with
With
Jared.
Minnesota?
with Jared
Okay.
Allen.
Yeah.
With Jared Allen, they got dog defensive tackles now. They're killing them.
Oh, they
They
signed from the
killing
Redskins too, for the Commanders,
Yeah,
Jared Allen.
Yeah. They all
And Buffalo got Bosa.
They got somebody else too. They grabbed.
They got
somebody else, too.
Ogunjobi.
Yeah, Ogunjobi.
Ogunjobi.
They got Larry
Yeah.
Ogunjobi and the Bosas. And the Bosas. They over there killing them too.
They got one Bosa, not two.
Man, one Bosa is two dudes. I don't know what you're talking about, man. The Bosa, they cut a little different, dog. And Bosa different, right? Now you said the question is what the draft and what I want to see him do.
No, yeah, well,
With the money we got left.
2 picks, the money you got left, what you like to see him do, and then after that, what are you going to the draft looking for with your first and third as it stands right now?
With the rest of the money, I want Asante Samuel Jr. Stop playing around and go get him.
They just drafted the other kid and they signed Slay. I think that's over.
Get Asante Samuel Jr., bro. Stop playing around with it. I don't trust Corey Trice. Go get Asante Samuel Jr. And for my first round pick, I want either Jackson Dart or Shador Sanders. And then with my third round pick, I want that running back out of Kansas State. I want Quinshon Junkins or I want Rocket Sanders. That's it. That's it. And I'm done with it. Tate, we got another super chat from Claude, man. Let me get it, man. My mouse is just over here tripping. Probably because me and Claude are angry. Claude, 299 yards. Defensive lineman first, third, and fourth. Claude, we can't pick back-to-back defensive linemen. we can't do that, Claude. We can't. We might get one or maybe two, but not three. Can't do it.
Maybe two. It depends on what the quarterback situation look like.
Yeah.
Shannon, your thoughts on that? Same question.
Well, it's going to depend on who falls in the first and how this quarterback situation continues to play out. I'd like to see him trade back to late first, maybe pick up a couple picks in the second. And I'd like to see him get the best defensive lineman that fits their scheme, or cornerback if there's one left, or running back, but preferably a running back in the third. So I'm not going to say who yet because it's going to depend on what happens with the quarterback situation.
Yeah. Shannon, go ahead and read that super chat for Charlie White. That's your boy. Not Charlie, but your boy, the quarterback.
He says trade for Tyler Bagent he's better than any rookie.
No way. Stop that.
I like that kid. I don't know if you paid attention. He got like 6 starts in Chicago, and it was not pretty. But he conducts himself well. He has poise in the pocket. He's got a good arm, and he looked really good in the preseason last year. I think he's worth a shot.
Well, Shannon, he ain't better than Jackson Dart, Shador Sanders, dog. He's not better than them. He's not better.
That's what we're saying. You trade and bring him in.
And you got your first round pick
Yeah.
to use for something else.
Okay. All right.
Closing up, I think what I'd like to see happen with the rest of this free agency, I think you go ahead and try and get a defensive lineman now, so you're not pigeonholed into having to get one at 1 or 3, or at least not at 1. You know what I mean? I think you need to get the nose. You can get a nose relatively cheap. The DJ Jones signed back with the Broncos. BJ, whatever his name is, signed back with the Bengals. Those were some of the top. BJ Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Puna Ford dude. They get him for,
he
2 years.
Signed somewhere.
Yep.
He signed too?
Yep.
Bro, it's slim pickings out there.
You're going to have to look at the draft.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, for free agency, then it all depends on the quarterback again too. But let's just say it's Aaron Rodgers worst case scenario, Jackson Dart, if you can get him in the first without moving.
Mm-hmm.
Then free agency, give me Cooper Kupp. I think that third receiver, and then you draft the running back in the third. So I'm kind of where you at, Big G. Receiver, running back. Make this offense as quarterback friendly as you can. Quarterback proof as you can. Have plenty of weapons. New running backs with Jalen Warren. Hopefully you get an uptick with Freiermuth. All those weapons. Darnell Washington in there as a blocker. The line comes together, finally healthy, comes together. And the offense, I think defense, you can you can make some things happen. I don't know. I mean, they picked up Slay on defense. They picked up the dude, what's his name from the Jets, the slot corner?
Eccles.
Yeah.
Eccles, yeah. They picked him up. He's pretty solid. Yeah, and they believe in Trice, like I said. You do got to get a couple big bodies just to throw it there in the rotation. So, I mean, maybe you can, like you said, sift through the free agent or draft one in the fourth, spend your fourth, fifth, and one of those picks on there and bring in some defensive line depth. I mean, but yeah, you got to make the offense quarterback proof, where whoever you drop in there got plenty of options, plenty of things to do. I think Arthur Smith can draw some stuff that could I'm not saying he's just like Jalen Daniel for the Commanders last year, but that worked out for them. You know what I mean? I think a rookie as capable as Jackson Dart, and I want high on Jackson Dart, but I recognize his talent. I know he was a top quarterback coming out of high school. I know he played well at Ole Miss, except for some of the big games against Florida and Kentucky. So I like what he can do. And
why can't he be Bo Nix?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Going to be good, but he was good. And why couldn't Jackson Dart do the same?
That's what I'm talking about.
That's actually a better comp. I was thinking of a rookie last year that did well, but Bo Nix did well.
Yeah.
I mean,
and look what he had. Look at the weapons that Bo Nix had. They had a decent running game by committee. He got wideouts on the outside. We would be better at that. Our wideout position would be better. Our tight end position would be better with Parman, with Mount Washington, with Freiermuth. You get Jalen Warren, you get you another running back and throw the boy out there. Stop messing around with it. Throw him on out there.
I know. I like that strategy now that we're talking it out. And then you save your money on your quarterback. Now you don't got to pay Aaron Rodgers $40 million.
Yeah, and they got plenty of money, but you don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
And my problem is, how do you convince Cooper Kupp to come here and you don't even have a quarterback?
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one.
Right. Tim with the super chat from Running Through the Jungle. Shout out Tim and Running Through the Jungles, the homies Tim and B Dirt and Jay Lacey, man, over there on the Running Through the Jungles podcast. Check them out. They moved to Thursday. I wouldn't tell y'all to check them out before when they was on Wednesday because y'all wouldn't be checking us out. Check them out on Thursday though if you get a chance.
Get him out of here. He said $5, man. He said, I think DK had a reason to come to Pittsburgh. I think they have a plan. Well, Tim, they need to show some damn body because we ain't seen nothing. If they got a plan, where it's at? Where it's at?
Hey, we know with Tim up there on the board, we know Jamar Chase is the best receiver in the division. Does DK go to number 2?
Facts. It ain't even close.
Shannon? Does he, Shannon?
I say he has to.
Okay. All right, fellas. Well, man, it's been a great show. We got through a lot of stuff. We could talk forever because the homie Juice Bellamy.
Yeah, Juice Bellamy said, I'll be playing quarterback for the Steelers this year. Juice, man, if you a dog like that, lace him up.
Wait. What's your measurables, Juice? You at least gotta be 6'2", 205 with a decent arm and some hands that can not Kenny Pickett hands.
Yeah, you can't be baby hands. Get him out of here. You can't be baby hands. Get up out of here, bro. You ain't gonna win.
But yeah, fellas.
I seen a picture online, and it was Joe Flacco at the Pittsburgh airport. I'm just throwing it out there. Joe Flacco was at the Pittsburgh airport.
Shannon,
And what's
stop
so
that,
incredible is he's black now.
He what?
He's black.
How is Joe Flacco black? What is
They
going
use
on?
that same picture anytime a free agent or a guy is available, and they show somebody at the Pittsburgh airport and say it's so and so was spotted in Pittsburgh. And they put it.
He's not black. He's like shadowed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they better not be thinking about no dang Joe Flacco.
I might join you in Crash Out Land with that one.
Man, if we're gonna get Flacco, go get Big B and go get him warmed up.
Yeah, I agree.
He put the helmet on the other day.
Juice. I might can work with that, man. 6'1", 205, you 28. All right, you got now you at least gotta be a 4'7".
I want to see some video footage before I co-sign for him. I think Juice Bellamy out there being big trash. I need some video footage.
Big-G, we got we got to support. We got to support the chat fam one time for the culture, man.
No, I ain't doing it, dog. Nope. I ain't doing it. Where the footage? Hey, listen, you can vet my footage. My footage out there. My old school footage, man. You can find it, bro. Juice, you got to show me some footage.
He 28. Your old school footage grainy and it's on VHS.
Show it on a reel to reel. That's something on a reel to reel, dog. On a reel to reel. It's out there, but it's on.
Big shout out one time to the homie Big Mags. Hey, I bet if you get in touch with Lil Mags, he can get you some tape of yourself. But his dad got an archive of stuff before he passed away. When he took, he used to be a photographer, take prom pictures. He got some of everybody.
Yeah, he
got a whole tape with Shane playing DB, a whole game just isolated on Shane's coverage.
Yeah.
He got all that stuff. But fellas, before we get out of here, man, go ahead and tell us what y'all got going on. It's Wednesday for the rest of this week. And when next time Steel Curtain Network can see y'all, man?
Shannon?
Well, as normal, you won't see me unless I do a special guest appearance somewhere till Monday on The Hangover at 9 o'clock.
Kevin Brogan said he's 6'5" and left-handed. That might work.
Is you old as Aaron Rodgers, KB?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Big-G.
Mr. Woody, it's a wrap, dog. You 55, it's over. it's a wrap, dog. It's all over. You ain't gonna make it through Latrobe, dog. Get out of here. Get out of here.
He say 6'3", 250. We about the same size. I'm 6'2", 250.
Yeah, it's over, dog.
And I can't play no quarterback though. I ain't even add.
Facts. Hey, man, so we thank you guys for rocking with us over here on Steel Curtain Network, man. Make sure you check out every show that's on Steel Curtain Network, the audio, the video side. We got a lot of great shows, and I'm telling you, it's going to be some crashing out every day on Steel Curtain Network because until we get a quarterback, right? But you'll see me, Tate Boy Fresh, on Friday with Pay and Be Dirt for the homies and hobies overtime. And then make sure you come back on Sunday to check the Know-It-Alls podcast. Y'all, we're still continuing to grow over there with the Know-It-Alls, so please subscribe. If you like what you see here, subscribe. Tate, put the graphic up. Yeah, there's the QR code. All you got to do is take your phone and flash it right now to the QR code or just pause it, flash it, and then continue to listen to what we're listening to. We're working to get to 1,000 subs. We're almost there. So everybody that we can get to come follow us over there, we're going to have to deal with the shenanigans with Mod crashing out too because the Dallas Cowboys ain't did nothing on Sunday. So
they ain't done nothing. They ain't done nothing but lose players and pick up Javonte Williams. They could have had Najee for 5.25 with some incentives, man. I don't know what they doing over there, man.
They crashed.
They lost DeMarcus Lawrence today too, but that's a whole nother story. Yep. Yeah, everything Big G said. Check us out. We didn't do our Smash the Gas prelude to this show today. It's my fault. Big G's kind of a culprit too. He supposed to send me some stuff earlier that he didn't send. But and I
couldn't take it. I had already crashed out. What do you mean? I was trying to get my mind right for this. I didn't know if I could make it through this.
Well, we made it. It's a great show. We got up to like 315, 17 folk watching. So we appreciate everybody, all our live chat fans. I'm gonna go Big G on you like he does sometime with Afton. Both ways salute.
No, Diddy. Put yourself in. Go ahead, no Diddy. No Diddy, dog. You ain't getting away with that. No way. No Diddy.
Big G, you started
No way.
No Diddy.
You got to chill.
And just because I actually hit it, we're going to go ahead and get out here one time for Pump Your Brakes. We're going to go ahead and crash out with Big G. Peace.